So iOS 27 has been a pretty solid update. There's a lot to love about the new features, the operating system, the new changes, and of course the enhancements to Apple Intelligence and the new Siri and Siri UI. But as I always say, no software will ever be perfect. There's still a few things that I believe Apple needs to change before the official release of iOS 27 that I think if they don't change them now, they're going to be very, very annoying for a lot of customers once the official software is available in September. Now, I wanted to make this video in hopes for someone at Apple hopefully sees this and they make these changes because I think you will agree, and I think the third one can't be fixed, but I'll mention it anyway. And I want to start off with the new Siri AI and the new Siri UI. So the new Siri UI here comes directly out of the dynamic island. I think it looks great. However, if you want to use Siri one-handed in iOS 27, it is nearly impossible because when you press on the side button to bring up Siri, you can ask her any questions, have a conversation, but if your other hand is busy, you won't be able to dismiss Siri by swiping from the bottom of the screen. And you may be thinking, well, I can just do this right here. Trust me, your brain is sort of wired to swipe from the bottom of the screen to dismiss Siri at this point, because I've noticed this when using iOS 27 and going back to iOS 26. So I have the older version of Siri, right here it is. Once I'm done talking to Siri, I can just swipe from the bottom to dismiss. Same thing here with Siri in iOS 26, Apple Intelligence. You can talk to Siri. Once you're done, you can swipe it away to dismiss. So you can basically use it with one hand. Once you're done talking, just swipe it away. And your brain is sort of wired to go towards the bottom of the screen to dismiss Siri. Well, with iOS 27, that is no longer the case. You cannot swipe from the bottom of the screen to dismiss Siri. And I found myself talking to Siri and having a conversation and trying to dismiss Siri. With one hand used, I have to do one of these right here in order to swipe on the dynamic island in order to get rid of Siri if I accidentally trigger or if I just don't have the other hand available to sort of hold the iPhone and then swipe it away like so, or do one of these gymnastics here where I have to do one of these here and then swipe it away. I think Apple needs to add a new option inside of the Siri settings, inside of the extension here in settings, that allows you to swipe from the bottom of the screen to dismiss Siri. And I know you're probably thinking that's not that big of a deal, but trust me, if you haven't tried iOS 27 just yet, you'll notice that you will automatically go to swipe on the bottom of the screen to dismiss Siri when you no longer need to talk to her, and it's not going to work and it's going to be super annoying. So just by simply adding an option inside of the Siri extension here inside of settings to be able to dismiss it while swiping away from the bottom of the screen, I think it's much needed before the official release of iOS 27. Now, something else I think Apple needs to address before the official release of iOS 27 also has to do with Siri, but specifically the type to Siri or search and ask with Siri in iOS 27. So in iOS 26, if you have an Apple Intelligent device, with one hand, you can double tap the bottom of the screen. It brings up the keyboard. You can type away, ask Siri anything, and then swipe it away to dismiss. Now in iOS 27, you can no longer do this. You can no longer double tap the bottom of the screen in order to use Siri or the search and ask for Siri. Now on the home screen, you can swipe on the home screen and yes, you can type away and ask and then dismiss. But if you're inside of an application, you can't do that. So bringing back the double tap option to the bottom of the screen, I think would be ideal in order to bring up the new search and ask for Siri feature instead of having to swipe from the top center of the screen using two hands. Now, iPhone users, your brain is probably already programmed to swipe on the top right in order to bring up the control center or on the top left for notifications. So I don't think you're going to trigger the new Siri feature by accident, but on the iPad, however, it is a different story because I've noticed I've triggered this on the iPad many times. So on my iPad here, if I want to bring up the notifications, oftentimes I swipe here, but it brings up the new Siri feature, or swipe here. Also brings up the new Siri feature, obviously in the center, and the bubble in the UI you see there pops right into place. As a matter of fact, you can sort of drag it like so. And you see there, it takes all the way to swiping on the top right for the control center and all the way on the top left for notifications. This is going to be very, very annoying, especially in iPadOS 27. So I think Apple just needs to bring back the double tap to, bring up the search or ask for Siri in iOS 27. Either way, let me know what you think. Trust me, if you haven't tried iOS 27 just yet, once you do, you're going to find this kind of annoying. Now, the third thing Apple needs to address is how much storage is being consumed by Apple Intelligence, especially devices like the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max with the newer on-device models. And let me show you this. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I don't think this has any sort of fix, and I think it's actually going to get worse in the future. So if I go into the iPhone storage here, I want to show you something that's very, very interesting. So take a look here at the storage consumption. System data is nearly at 30 gigs. This always fluctuates. Now, if we go into iOS, I want you to take a look at these numbers. Take a look at the operating system itself. 16.13 gigabytes. That is the operating system iOS 27. Look at Apple Intelligence. 19 gigabytes of storage for memory here on Apple Intelligent devices. Again, especially with the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, which has the on-device models where you can customize the Siri voices on your iPhone with the more expressive voices right here. So this UI right here, which is kind of crazy to think that the actual Apple Intelligence is larger than the operating system itself when consuming data or memory from your device. I remember when iPhones had 8 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes of storage. Now Apple Intelligence alone takes up to 19 gigabytes. And again, this could get even worse with future software updates as more on-device models become available on the device themselves. Again, overall, the operating system feels very solid in terms of the overall user experience. It's been a positive one, so much more better than iOS 26 so far. But these are just 3 things that I think need to be looked at before the official release of iOS 27. Again, I don't think the third one has any fix anytime soon, but at least the Siri UI I think needs to be addressed because a lot of users are going to be very confused by not having those options to double tap on the bottom of the screen or swipe Siri away to dismiss. And let me know what you think. If there's anything you like or do not like about iOS 27, let me know in those comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.